Hello, welcome back everybody. It's going to be a pretty short video today because today is the cover and title reveal for my next book coming out this year. I don't know when yet, I don't have an exact release date yet, but it's coming out this year, 2025. Adventure Mage 2, but that's not the actual title. It took me a really long time to pick a title for this book. This book was like, I don't want to have a title. And I'm like, I have a title for book 3, so you're getting one. It's not just Adventure Mage 1, 2, and 3. For those of you who are not familiar, this is my fantasy adventure book, Adventurer Mage. It is the first in a planned trilogy, although we may get more books in the future. I'm not locked into it being a trilogy, mostly because these are not telling like one big overarching story, but just following the lives of these two characters as they face the trials and tribulations of living in the world and their job. So you can purchase Adventurer Mage Book 1 right now on Amazon, and I'm going to read the back to you, and then I'm going to read the blurb of the second book, and then I'm going to do the reveal of the cover and the title at the same time. So that's really exciting. If you love a cozy adventure, if you love platonic soulmates, this might be the book for you. Now you might be hearing cozy and going, oh, cozy, those are boring. Not this one. Not this one. There's cozy themes. It's going to make you feel warm and fuzzy, but at the same time, these characters are going to be having adventures and being in danger. So don't think that there's nothing going on in this cozy book or the future books. Anyway, let me read you the back of Adventurer Mage, the first one. Mages have never been kind to Maeve. She chafes against the cruel treatment of her highborn masters and does everything she can to escape her work. One night, while she is hiding in a library, she witnesses a clandestine meeting with a mysterious man that will set her life on a whole new trajectory. A cocky but injured mage named Valentine makes her an offer of freedom, and that night the two save each other. Valentine's career as an adventurer is filled with monsters, deadly traps, and endless travel. Something about this calls to Maeve, who has only known a life of poverty and servitude. But Maeve's exciting new life might be cut short as she and Valentine are hunted by the very men she so recently escaped. So yes, if you just love dungeon crawling, puzzle solving, treasure hunting adventure, this book. But also it's about friendship. Also platonic soulmates, all right? But what is the next book about? Let's say you've already read Adventurer Mage. What's the next book about? And yes, I am going to say that I highly recommend that you read the first book before you read the second one. I do try to make the second one easy to understand, but like there's context about their relationship and the beginnings of their relationship that you really just kind of, I feel like you need to fully enjoy book 2. So back in the day, I published these books on Wattpad as I was writing them, so I'm going to be reading my blurb from Wattpad. These are no longer available on Wattpad, of course, but I'm going to be reading my blurb from there. Blurb subject to change. In fact, I will probably be editing it before I make it the official blurb for the book, but it goeth thusly. Adventurer mages travel the land, delving into dungeons, robbing graves, and plundering poison swamps in search of rare magical items for their wealthy clients. Maeve and Valentine are just such adventurers. The pair formed an unlikely friendship when he spotted her lurking in a library and whisked her away to a life on the road. Now, ex-servant Maeve has found her joy and her own magic, but it doesn't seem like enough. She and Valentine are strapped for cash, and it's all her fault. When the pair catch wind of a big job that could earn them all they need to comfortably survive the season, things begin to look up. All they have to do is track down a book. It should be an easy job, but they are not alone in their search. Can their newly forged friendship outlast the trials that await? So that is what I have currently for the blurb for book 2. Obviously that will be subject to change, but it does give you a pretty good idea of what the next book is going to be about. The next book takes place in winter. The first one took place in spring, and then the next one takes place in that winter. So winter is very much like an ever-present thing in their lives, and I think it's kind of a character in itself in the story sometimes. Now, the thing we have been waiting for, the cover and title reveal. Everybody, let's get a drum roll going. There she is! The book is going to be called Words in Winter, and it sees Maeve and Valentine, like the blurb mentioned, on the hunt for a mysterious book, but things keep going wrong. Things like every time they think they have a handle on something, something else goes wrong. Winter is really going to test them as individuals and test their friendship, and see Maeve trying to figure out more who she is as a person, because she's never really gotten to know herself, because, know, she's been a servant or living in poverty all her life. So like, who is she now? So much. I'm so excited for everybody to read it. I hope that you all like it. The cover is pretty much solidly completed. There may be like a few very minor tweaks that are made to the cover before it officially comes out. So like I said, this is available now on Amazon. Go give it a read before book 2 comes out, so you can just launch straight into book 2 if you want to. That's of course entirely up to you. But like I said, I really do recommend reading book 1 before you read book 2. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. But if you want to be in on the process of a lot of my writing, especially of my cover creation, you can find me over on my Patreon, where my patrons of any level always get bombarded with my cover ideas as I flesh out the cover, and they get to have a say. Like, patrons helped me lock this in as my final cover. So like, if you hate it, you can become a patron and like get your opinion known. Obviously, I have final say. I am the author, but like, patrons are always really helpful to me in my process, and they get those sneak peeks that nobody else gets to see. So consider becoming a patron. Not only do you get that, but you get lots of other rewards at various levels, including videos that are not seen here on the regular channel. So anyway, that's all I've got for you right now, but thank you for coming and checking out my new cover. I'm so excited for the book. It's with my editor as we speak, and as soon as it comes back, I'll make those changes, format it, and get it published. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.
What? You're George McFly.
And you're my patrons. Patrons like Allison, Lisa, Jen, Tex, Moon Island, Zenith, Ashley, Bunnet, Nemo the Sorcerer, Tactical Hot Dog, Haley History Nerd, Stephanie, Pixelizzy, Raya, Christina, Cameron, Lady Craig, and Lunar Muse, AJ, Marshy, Semi-Dark, GK, Scout, Annika, Jen, Gay Tutter, Tina, Laknunga, SB Boots, Martha Baggins, July, Bird Anonymous, Sarah, Cat, 78 kilograms of shade, Ingrid, Roma, Haley, Sam, Kira, Mooney, Puttamancer, Kohikaro, Kirsten, Bear, Jojo Bookish, Robin, Ursula, Caitlin, Jessica, KJ, Mufflier, Celia, Deborah, Swamp Goblin Waifu, Sophia, Merween, Kit, Hidden Glade, Light Julie, Patrick, Callison, Vampire Antihero, Shelby, Zaire, Jesper, Rennie, Scribbling Cat, Savvy, Jenny, and Amanda.
Stand tall, boy. Have some respect for yourself.